When I got 4 years in the States, I was 4. You know, somebody said, asked me, well, you brought it up here. We were a relatively poor family. Mm-hmm. Did you know you were poor? No, I didn't know I was poor. And I know that from my refugee work with the UN. If a parent loves a child and the child knows that, that's enough. Mm-hmm. The love of a parent is what counts for an infant, for a young child. And I see that in camps. I see how mothers, as a matter of fact, working in refugee camps with children, I see how parents, and especially mothers, you know, mothers and children are 70+% mm-hmm. of the refugee population in a camp. I see how the mothers handle their life with children. Whether they're in the Congo or the Central African Republic or Ivory Coast, no difference. They handle the relationship between mother and child like it's a Swiss romande mother talking to her child. It's the same. I see no difference. The real heroes in these camps are the mothers, not just the children. The mothers do the heavy-duty work.
So your mom in New York was very helpful in, helping you, having a great childhood.
Yes, she was. And then my father could stop his 3 employers, mm-hmm. and he got a job in a small town about 100 miles from New York City called Middletown, a town of about 15,000. Mm-hmm. Not so different than Wiesloch, which is next to Heidelberg. That was a big job for him. I recall that then when I came home from the age of about 6 or 7 or 8, I didn't want to speak German. Mm. When I was 9, the United States was at war with Germany. I was 9 when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. Mm-hmm. And when I got to grade school in Middletown, New York, I got there when I was like 8. Then I was 9, and the Germans, big political mistake, declared war on the United States. About 2 days later, my father shows up in my classroom. He just walked in, and he said to the teacher in a heavy German accent, "That's my son over there, Klaus." Teacher said, "Oh, yes, Mr. Marshall, we know that. That's your son. Yes." "He is no more Klaus." Teacher said, "What do you mean?" "My wife and I have decided to change his name. That's too German." "Well, what name have you decided?" And he said, "We're going to call him Claude." And she said, "But that's very French." "Oh, my wife loved the French." So I said, "All right." She said, the teacher said, "All right. And by the way, he's no longer Marshall." Marshall is the German pronunciation for Marshall. Marshall is how you pronounce it. The sh sound is SCH. So he said to the teacher, "When you look on his record, take the C and pull it down. Get rid of it. It's Marshall."
Very clever.
Very clever.
It helped you, of course. You were no longer linked to the German culture that much.
No, I wasn't. There's a very funny story with it. When I was now in Geneva as a young man, I asked for Swiss citizenship for the family. which after a couple of years of paperwork, I got. And I got it under the name I had been using ever since my father said to pull the C out. I got it as Claude Marshall. Okay? I don't know if you know these procedures in Geneva or in Switzerland, I think, or certainly in Romandie, I think. You are dealing with the canton. And I dealt with all the correspondence as Claude Marshall. Ludwig was my middle name, by the way, and that became Louis. So that's another. So to keep my mama happy, I was Claude Louis Marshall. And then about 2 weeks before my swearing in the oath of my Swiss citizenship, all of a sudden began a stream of correspondence with the federal Swiss in Bern. First thing they wanted from me was a copy of my passport. That's Klaus Ludwig Marshall. Within a day, the mail started coming to my mailbox as Klaus Ludwig Marshall.
Oh, they took it for the
They
real
said,
names
well,
and
that's his birth name.
yeah.
They didn't ask for all this stuff I'm telling you. I felt a little strange.
Yeah.
I mean, I
It
had...
was no longer your name.
No, it's not mine. It's not the name I've used. But I have to tell you, my father never went to court to change my name.
Oh, it was just in
Just
in the
that's
air.
it. That's the name.
Okay.
All right. Well, I went through university. I went through graduate school. I went to the military. I graduated high school as Claude Louis Marshall.
And your passport, American passport?
American passport, Claude Louis Marshall.
Okay.
So I am now at the swearing-in ceremony. There were about 20 of us at the mayor's office on top of the battlements, on top of the wall. Palais Énard, I think, yes. And we get in there and we go to the reception room, the 20 of us, and there's a master of ceremony, and he's going down the line of everybody has to swear one at a time to keep the oath. And I had somebody from Somalia next to me. And the next thing he reads out, Klaus Ludwig Marshall.
Oh my God.
I don't open my mouth because that's like saying Harry Smith or something. I said, Klaus Ludwig Marshall. He meant me. So I said, I swear I do.
Yeah, make it easy. Okay.
I made it easy. And I didn't get into the discussion with him. But then I called my lawyer that I had in Geneva, and I said, I can't function as Klaus Ludwig Marshall. Do you know how many pieces of paper I have? They say Claude Marshall. And he said, well, what do you want to do? I just said, I wanted to get back to Claude Marshall. He said, yeah, do it. It's going to be easier. You'd have to change everything. I had bought this apartment. I bought a car. I had insurance, all under Claude Marshall. How am I going to change all that? I didn't, and that's it. So I left it as Claude Marshall instead of Klaus Ludwig Marshall.